Welcome on this tutorial. Wish all you are well. In this tutorial, I am going to discuss numerical problems on Thevenin's theorem and solutions of that. Step by step, I will discuss different solutions. Entering into the discussion, please subscribe. It will encourage me to upload more and more important tutorials. This is first problem. Find the value of current through 1 ohm resistor in the given circuit using Thevenin theorem. So we have to find current through this 1 ohm resistor using Thevenin theorem. So in this case 1 ohm resistor is load resistor. While we will use Thevenin's theorem, we have to find Thevenin voltage VTH and Thevenin resistance RTH. How we will calculate it? To find Thevenin voltage VTH, we will just disconnect the load resistance and keeping all other sources and resistances as it is. See here, this is the circuit to find VTH. Here the voltage across these points A and B is the VTH. Now we need to calculate the value of VTH. Point A is same as this point and point B is same as this point. So the VTH is nothing but the multiplication of this 5 ohm resistance with current flowing through this 5 ohm resistance. So our target is to find current through this 5 ohm resistance. To find the current, I am using mesh analysis. In first loop, say I1 current is flowing. In second loop, say I2 current is flowing. Now our target is to find out this I2 because I2 is flowing through this 5 ohm resistance. From second mesh, if we use KVL, then potential drop across this 10 ohm resistance and potential drop across this 5 ohm resistance and this voltage source 10 volt, summation of these three are 0. Through this 10 ohm resistance, I2 and I1 both currents are flowing, and considering I2 is higher than I1, so resultant current is I2 minus I1, which is flowing through 10 ohm resistance. So potential drop across this 10 ohm resistance is 10 into I2 minus I1. Potential drop across this 5 ohm resistance is 5 into I2. In this mesh, the voltage source 10 volt is here. So 10 volt will be considered. Now summation of these three is 0. What will be the polarity of these sources? As I2 minus I1 is flowing clockwise, so no doubt this terminal will be positive and this terminal will be negative. I2 is flowing through downward direction, so this is positive, this is negative. Now look at the polarity of these three voltages. This is minus plus, next this is plus minus, this is plus minus. So if we consider this one is positive, these two are negative. Therefore putting here negative, putting here negative, putting here positive, this is equal to 0. Now see, this is first equation. In this equation, I will put value of I1. As I1 is the current in first loop and here a current source is there having 2 ampere, no doubt I1 is equal to 2. Now putting the value of I1 is equal to 2, ultimately I got I2 is equal to 2 ampere. So what will be the Thevenin voltage? Thevenin voltage VTH is equal to this 2 ampere, which is I2, multiplied by this 5 ohm. Ultimately we got VTH is equal to 10 volt. Next we will find Thevenin resistance RTH. How to find it? For Thevenin resistance RTH, similarly we will just disconnect the load resistance and we will replace the sources with their internal resistances. Considering current source and voltage source are ideal. For ideal current source, the internal resistance is infinite. So in place of this current source, this is open circuit. For ideal voltage source, internal resistance is 0. So in place of voltage source, it will be closed circuit, means the circuit will be closed. So this circuit is to find RTIs. The resistance between these 2 points A and B is RTIs. What will the value of this resistance? To find the value of RTIs, we need to check whether the resistances are in series or parallel. In this case, 10 ohm and 5 ohm are in parallel. So ultimately RTIs is parallel of this 10 and 5, and we got 3.3 ohm resistance. So we have calculated BTIs and RTIs. So to find the final answer, we will put the value of BTIs and RTIs in equivalent circuit. BTIs is 10 volt, RTIs is 3.33 ohm, and this is the load resistance, which was 1 ohm. So ultimately what will be the current? The current IL is the circuit current, which will be this voltage divided by whole resistance in the circuit. So this is 10 divided by 3.33 plus 1 ohm. Ultimately we got 2.309 ampere. So this is our answer. Next numerical, this is the circuit, and we have to find the current through 6 ohm resistance, which is here, by using Thevenin theorem. To find current through this 6 ohm resistance, we need to find equivalent Thevenin voltage and equivalent Thevenin resistance, and ultimately these two will be seriously connected with load resistance 6 ohm. So we need to calculate BTIs and RTIs. To find BTIs, we will just disconnect this load 6 ohm resistance. The voltage across this point A and B is BTIs. Now what will be the value of this BTIs? BTIs is the difference between the potential at point A and potential at point B. To find out the potential at point A, here I have used node analysis. As no current is flowing from this point BA towards the point A, so we can consider the current flowing from this point BA through the resistance RA and the current flowing from the point BA through the resistance RB. Summation of these two current is 0. From this consideration, what will the current through this resistance RA? This is BA minus of this potential 50 volt divided by resistance 4 ohm. This is that current. And what is the current through this resistance RB? That is BA minus of this point potential, which is 0, divided by the resistance 8 ohm. So this is BA by 8. Now summation of these two current are 0. So this current plus this current is equal to 0. From here we got the potential at A is 33.3 volt. Using the similar phenomena, the current through the resistance 4 ohm is VB minus this 60 volt divided by this 4 ohm. So this is the first current. Another current is VB minus 0 divided by 8 ohm. So this is that one, and summation of these two is equal to 0. From this equation I got VB is equal to 40 volt. So what is VTIs? VTIs is equal to BA minus of VB. So BA minus VB, and I got Thevenin voltage VTIs is 6.67 volt. So this is calculated Thevenin voltage. Now I need to calculate Thevenin resistance. To calculate the Thevenin resistance, we will just disconnect this load resistance, and we need to replace all the sources by their internal resistances. Here both sources are voltage source, so this voltage sources are replaced by closed circuit or short circuit. So what will be the value of RTIs from this circuit? Here what will be the value of RTIs? We need to check which resistances are series and which resistances are in parallel. If it is difficult to understand, then we may redraw this circuit as this figure. See, if we start from A, we got two paths, 4 ohm and 8 ohm. See, 4 ohm and 8 ohm. These two resistances are connected at a particular point. This point and this point are same. From there, again two paths. One path is having 8 ohm, another path is having 4 ohm. This 8 and this 4. Again that two are connected at a particular point, and which point is B. So from this figure it is easily understood 4 and 8 are in parallel. This 4 and 8 are in parallel. So equivalent of upper parallel 4 and 8 ohm and equivalent of lower parallel 4 and 8 ohm, these two are in series. So ultimately we got RTH is 5.33 ohm. So at last we need to put the value of VTH and RTH in equivalent circuit. So VTH is minus 6.67 volt and RTH is 5.33 ohm and load resistance is 6 ohm. So what will the value of the current? The current IL will be this 6.67 volt divided by the full circuit resistance, which is summation of 5.33 and 6 ohm, and ultimately I got the IL is equal to 0.59 ampere with negative symbol. Why this is negative symbol? Because here I have used IL in its downward direction, but here VTH is minus, so actual current will flow in upward direction. So in answer IL is minus 0.59 ampere. Next problem, we have to find out the current through 5 ohm resistance. Here this is that 5 ohm resistance by using Thevenin's theorem. This is our original circuit and this is equivalent circuit. So we need to find VTH and RTH that will be connected in series with load resistance 5 ohm. For calculating VTH, what we need to do? We just disconnect this load resistance 5 ohm and the potential across the point A and B is VTH. Now how to calculate VTH? Considering mesh analysis in first and second loop. In first loop say current is I1 and second loop say current is I2, considering both are flowing in clockwise direction. I am using KVL in both loops. From first loop, while I am using KVL, summation of this voltage and potential drop across this 6 ohm and 1 ohm will be equal. So 10 volt potential drop across this 6 ohm is equal to 6 into current I1. Potential drop across this 1 ohm is equal to 1 multiplied by I1 minus I2. Through this 1 ohm resistance, I1 is flowing in downward direction and I2 is flowing in upward direction. Considering I1 is higher than I2, so potential drop across this 1 ohm resistance is 1 into I1 minus I2. Summation of this 3 is equal to 0. Now what will the polarity? I1 is flowing through left to rightward direction, so this is positive, this is negative. I1 minus I2 is flowing in downward direction, so this is positive, this is negative. So see here, minus plus, then plus minus, then plus minus. If this will be considered positive, this will be considered negative because these are series opposition. So this will be negative, this will be negative. This is the first equation. See here, this is that equation. From this ultimately we got this is the equation number 1. Now from second mesh, considering I2 is higher than I1, so potential across this 1 ohm resistance is 1 into I2 minus I1. Potential drop across this 2 ohm resistance is 2 into I2. And potential drop across this resistance 3 ohm is equal to 3 into I2. I3 is 0 because this is open circuit. Now what will be the polarity? I2 minus I1 is in upward direction through this 1 ohm resistance, so this will be positive, this is negative. Here through this 2 ohm current is flowing from left to right, so this is positive, this is negative. Similarly through this 3 ohm resistance current in downward direction, so this is positive, this is negative. See here, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, so all are in series, so all will be positive and summation of these 3 is equal to 0. From this I got 6I2 minus I1 is equal to 0. This is second equation. By solving this equation 1 and this equation 2, I got the value I2 is 0.243 ampere. What is VTH? This A point is here and this B point is here. So potential VTH is equal to summation of voltage drop across this 3 ohm resistance and this voltage source. So what is the potential drop across this 3 ohm resistance? Potential drop across this 3 ohm resistance is current I2 multiplied by this 3. This is that current I2 multiplied by this 3. And what is the polarity? Plus, what is the polarity? As I2 is flowing in downward direction, so this is positive, this is negative. So this is positive, this is negative. Next, this is positive, this is negative. So these two potentials are in series. So ultimately VTH is equal to 3 into I2 plus 20. Ultimately I got 20.729 volt. This is VTH. Now I need to find RTH. To find RTH, the load 5 ohm resistance will be disconnected. The sources will be replaced by their internal resistances. Here both are voltage source. So these two voltage sources will be replaced and circuit will be shorted. See here, this place circuit is shorted, this place circuit is shorted. So we have to find RTH from this circuit. See what will the value of RTH. Similarly, we need to find which one are series and which one are parallel. We need to start from A. If we face any problem to understand, we may redraw the circuit as this figure. See here, from this point we got two paths, one is 2 ohm, another one is 3 ohm. See, 2 ohm, 3 ohm. After this 2 ohm, we got again two paths, one is 6 ohm, another one is 1 ohm. 6 ohm, 1 ohm. The 6 ohm and 1 ohm, this terminates at a point which again terminates at this point, which is another terminal of this 3 ohm. So this is connected at a particular point and which is point B. So from this circuit we can easily understand which one is series and which one is parallel. The 6 and 1 will be in parallel. Equivalent of that will be seriously connected with this 2 ohm. Equivalent of this 3 is in parallel with this 3 ohm. So ultimately RTH we got 1.4637 ohm. So at last, to find out ultimate load current, we need to put the value of VTH and RTH in equivalent circuit. VTH is 20.729, RTH is 1.4637 ohm, which is connected in series with load resistance 5 ohm. So from this, IL will be this voltage divided by summation of these two resistances, and ultimately IL is 3.20 ampere. This is the answer. In this numerical problem, we have to find the current through this 17 ohm resistance by using Thevenin theorem. So from this circuit we need to find out the Thevenin voltage VTH and Thevenin resistance RTH, which will be seriously connected in load resistance 17 ohm. Now what will the value of VTH and RTH? To find VTH, the load resistance 17 ohm will be disconnected and the voltage across these two points A and B is VTH. Now how to calculate it? Here the potential across points A and B, say here, that will be potential drop at 10 ohm resistance and potential drop at 20 ohm resistance. Now through this 10 ohm resistance 1.5 ampere current is flowing. So the potential drop across this 10 ohm resistance will be this 10 ohm multiplied by current 1.5. So this 10 multiplied by 1.5 is the potential drop at resistance 10 ohm. Now what is the potential drop at resistance 20 ohm? That will be current through this 20 ohm multiplied by this 20 ohm resistance. Now what is the current through this 20 ohm? That current is due to the voltage this 20 volt, and the current will flow through this 5 ohm and 20 ohm. So what is the current? Current will be this 20 volt divided by 5 ohm plus 20 ohm. So 20 divided by 5 plus 20, this is the current flowing through resistance 20 ohm. So that current will be multiplied by this 20 ohm resistance ultimately to get the potential across this 20 ohm resistance. So what is VTH? VTH is equal to potential across this 10 ohm, this one, plus potential across this 20 ohm, this one. So ultimately VTH is 31 volt. Now to find out RTH, the load resistance 17 ohm will be disconnected and all the sources will be replaced by their internal resistances. So voltage source will be short circuited or closed circuited and current source will be open circuited. So this is the circuit to find RTH. Now how to calculate RTH? Say if we start from A, this is 10 ohm. At this point we got two paths, one is 5 ohm, another one is 20 ohm. These two are connected at a particular point. So no doubt 5 and 20 are in parallel. So equivalent of this 5 and 20 will be seriously connected with 10 ohm. So ultimately 10 plus 5 parallel 20, we got 14 ohm. This is RTH. To calculate ultimate load current, we need to put the value of VTH and value of RTH in equivalent circuit. So in this case, what will be the current IL? That will be this voltage 31 voltage divided by 14 plus 17. So ultimately the current is 1 ampere. So this is answer. Now in this numerical problem, there is a Wheatstone bridge. We need to find out current through this 2 ohm resistance by using Thevenin theorem. We need to draw the equivalent circuit consisting VTH RTH with the load resistance 2 ohm. So we will find VTH and RTH. This is our original circuit. To find VTH, this 2 ohm resistance will be disconnected and the potential across the point A and B is the VTH. If we redraw the circuit, it might look like this. This 3 ohm, 6 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm, in between this point A, 6 ohm, 4 ohm, in between point B, 6 ohm, 4 ohm, in between point B. Now we have to calculate VTH. How to calculate VTH? VTH is equal to potential difference between point A and B. So VTH is VA minus VB. Now what is VA? See here, this terminal is ground terminal and this is positive terminal. So current will flow through this path. This is positive of 30 volt, this is ground of 30 volt or negative of 30 volt. What will be the potential at this point with respect to this ground? That is current flowing through this 3 ohm resistance multiplied by this 3. What is current flowing through this 3 ohm resistance? This current will flow through this circuit, means 6 ohm and 3 ohm due to the potential of 30 volt. So the current will be 30 divided by 6 plus 3. Say 30 divided by 6 plus 3. So that current multiplied by this 3 ohm will be the potential at point A. So current multiplied by 3. This is potential at A. By the similar way, what will be the potential at B? Current through the 6 ohm multiplied by this 6. What is current? As this point and this point are same, this point and this point are same. So current is 30 volt divided by 6 plus 4. 30 divided by 6 plus 4. That will be multiplied by this 6 ohm. 6 ohm. So ultimately VTH is minus 8 volt. To find out RTH, this load resistance 2 ohm will be disconnected and source will be replaced by its internal resistance. As this is voltage source, this will be short circuited. What will be the resistance between points A and B? To calculate the value of resistance, we need to check which resistances are in series and which resistances are in parallel. If it is difficult to understand, then we may redraw this circuit as this figure. Say here, starting from A, we got two paths. One is 3, another one is 6. Say from A, 3, 6. Now opposite leg of this 3 and 6 are connected at a particular point. This point, all are same. So from this 2 point, we got two paths. One is 6, another one is 4. Say 6, 4. And opposite leg of this 6 and 4 are connected at a particular point, which is B. Say this is B. It is very clear to understand which are series, which are parallel. This 3 and 6 are parallel. This 4 and 6 are parallel. So equivalent of this upper parallel 3, 6 is in series with lower parallel 4 and 6. So 3, 6 parallel, 4, 6 parallel. Ultimately we got RTH is 4.4 ohm. So at last, to find the load current, we need to put the value of VTH and value of RTH in equivalent circuit. VTH was minus 8, so I have just reversed the polarity. So what will be the current? Current will be 8 divided by summation of 4.4 and 2. And ultimately, the current I is minus 1.29. This minus sign is given as here in the circuit. The direction of current I have shown here from top to bottom direction. Actual current is flowing from down to upward direction. Minus 1.29 ampere is the answer. Here I have discussed 5 numerical problems and solution of those. In next tutorial, I will discuss more numerical problems on Thevenin's theorem. Please subscribe, put your comments and queries in comment section.